Mutton chop curry with a rich spiced gravy. Just look at how magnificent it is. Watch the entire video to learn how to make this sumptuous dish step by step. Welcome back to Burmawala Kitchen. We're starting with 1.5 kilograms of mutton chops today. Into the bowl, we add 1.5 tablespoons of salt, a teaspoon of turmeric, 2 tablespoons of Kashmiri red chili powder, 1 teaspoon of red hot chili powder, 3 tablespoons of coriander cumin powder, dhania jeera, 2 tablespoons of garlic paste, 2 tablespoons of ginger paste, and a tablespoon of malt vinegar. Give it all a good mix. No need to marinate for too long, just enough time to get our onions and tomatoes ready. Since this is a hearty curry, we're using 4 onions. Roughly chop them up. No need for perfection, just keep the chunks small so they cook faster. In a medium heated cooking pot, pour in half a cup of oil and 3 tablespoons of ghee. I know it seems like a lot, but we're making a big curry, and trust me, the flavor will be worth it. Once the oil and ghee are heated, let's add in all our chopped onions. We'll fry the onions for about 12 minutes until they turn a lovely brown. Do not rush this step. Onions are the heart and soul of any great curry. Halfway through, we'll add a teaspoon of whole cumin, 2 black cardamoms, a small cinnamon stick, and a teaspoon each of cloves, black peppercorns, and green cardamoms. As these spices blend with the onions, your kitchen will fill with the most delightful aromas. Once the onions are golden but not too dark, it's time to add 1 tin of tomato pulp. Don't leave any behind. And in go 3 tablespoons of concentrated tomato puree as well. Now fry everything together for another 10 minutes to cook out the rawness of the tomatoes. Watch as the color turns deep and vibrant. This is where the magic happens. You'll know the tomatoes are ready when the oil rises to the top, but patience is key. Like the onions, this step will pay off with flavor. With our tomatoes cooked and the oil glistening, it's time to introduce the mutton chops to the pot. Carefully add all the mutton, and we'll gently fold it into our onion and tomato base, allowing the meat to sear and pick up those wonderful spices. This should take about 5 minutes. If only you could smell my kitchen right now. It's absolutely heavenly. Once the mutton is seared, pour in 500 milliliters of water, or just enough to cover the meat. Bring it to a gentle boil, cover with a lid, and let it cook for 90 minutes. Mutton chops take their time to become tender, so this slow cooking is essential. If you're using lamb chops, you can reduce the water slightly and cook for just 45 minutes. After 90 minutes, our mutton chops are perfectly tender, but we're not finished yet. We need to reduce the liquid and thicken the gravy. Turn up the heat and grab a splatter guard. It's going to get a little messy, but do check in every minute, stirring to prevent the curry from sticking to the bottom. Once the gravy has thickened to your liking, mine took about 6 minutes, we'll add the final flourish. One tablespoon of whole cumin seeds. This last step adds an extra layer of aroma that will elevate the entire dish. Give it a quick stir to mix in the cumin, pop the splatter guard on for 1 more minute, and then turn off the heat. And there you have it. Our mutton chop curry is ready. Just look at that stunning color, and the smell is to die for. I'm so excited to dig in. But first we'll garnish it with fresh green coriander to add a pop of brightness. Time for those perfect beauty shots. See, it wasn't too tricky to make this curry after all. Yes, there were a lot of ingredients, but they all come together beautifully. You can find everything you need at your local Asian grocers, or check the links below. This is a large curry, ideal for feeding up to 15 people. Personally, I love to meal prep and freeze portions. So convenient when you're craving a comforting curry on a busy day. Just heat it up in the microwave or on the hob, and your meal is ready in no time. This curry isn't overly spicy, so it's great for the whole family to enjoy. As always, you'll find all the ingredients and equipment listed in the description below. Thank you for joining me at Burmawala Kitchen, and happy cooking!